I'm here with John Knowles of Turn 10 to talk about her Forza Horizon 2. All I can say is I'm a horrible driver, but this game looks so beautiful.
It is beautiful. It's our biggest, most beautiful, most social, and I think most fun game we've ever made. It's developed by Playground Games, who we've been partnered with for the last 4 years since the original Forza Horizon. And because we've got two world-class studios working in the same code base, working on the same content, helping each other collaborate on both Horizon and Motorsport,
Yes.
We're able to develop really awesome experiences every year that are very different from each other.
So tell us a little bit about this experience.
Well, this experience is, it really is about those four words I mentioned. It's about fun, it's about beauty, it's about freedom, it's about social. It is very beautiful. We've taken all the next-gen shaders and materials and all the technology from Forza 5, which launched last year, and now it's adapted to an open world environment which has a stunning time of day changes and weather changes, and you really see the details in the world. We talked a lot about imperfections of reality in Forza 5, like orange peel paint, scratches on brake rotors and things like that. Now you're seeing imperfections of reality in a constantly changing world. And sometimes the perfections of reality, like rainbows. We actually, after a sun shower in the game, or after a rain shower in the game, and the sun comes up, and you're driving away from the sun, and it's low in the sky, and there's a certain moisture content in the air, you might see a rainbow.
So even though you're doing badly because the rain probably screwed up your driving, you might get a little bit of happiness when you see that rainbow.
Yeah, I think seeing rainbows has actually become so rare, it's become something of a joke in the studio. Like, have you seen a rainbow yet? No, I've been playing for 30 hours, it's still no rainbow. I've seen a couple. But that's just the level of detail we go through on the game. And when it comes to fun, we've got a skill system that we introduced in the original Horizon, which is like Kudos were in PGR series. They make the game more addictive, more fun, and more rewarding as you drive. You don't always have to be racing to win. Just showing off, drifting, weaving in and out of traffic earns you points, which earns you XP, which levels you up. And every time you level up, you get to spin the wheel for a prize. It might be a car, it might be money. It's just
Both very good things.
They're both very good things. Another thing that makes the game really fun are drivatars, which we introduced in Forza 5. The name is not the greatest name in the world because it came from a bunch of technical guys in the research
Pretty accurate
lab.
though.
But it was invented as a learning AI system for Forza long ago. Now, with the cloud power that we have with Xbox One, we're able to take how everybody plays, how fast they are, how aggressive they are, and we get to put that into everybody else's game, whether you're playing online or not. So you get the personality of real players in your game. That's been evolving over a lot over the last year in Forza 5, and ever since we put them in Horizon 2, we've seen that drivatars are awesome, not just because they learn how you drive, but they learn where you drive. If I'm one of those guys who goes off the road and goes up into the hills and goes bombing through the trees, you're going to see my drivatar do that, and you might go, hey, where's he going? I think I'll go follow him. And it leads to really exciting, fun discoveries, like a barn find that you might have not known where it was. If other drivatars have been driving past that point and discovering it, I might have just showed you how to get there,
That's pretty interesting, actually.
It's pretty fun. What else can I tell you? So we got beauty covered, we got fun covered. I want to talk about social. This is the most social game we've ever made. By that, social is another word that gets thrown around a lot.
Yes.
Well, there are a lot of features we have that enable people to get together, to have fun together as fast and easy as possible, to play how they want to play. Social's a pretty good word for it. The thing is, we give you the tools to be as social as you want to be. If you don't want to socialize with anybody, you just want to play by yourself, that's fine, we respect that, you may. But when you choose to go online, you just press a button, within a couple seconds you're matched up with friends, with like-minded players or like-skilled players, and you're racing. You're having
Quick and easy.
Quick and easy. And there's no lobbies, there's no waiting. That's a whole new approach to online gaming, which we're really excited to be able to deliver players. And beyond that, where you get to do racing, you get to do King and Infected, which are really fun games of tag with cars.
Yeah, I saw I'm a destructive person. I saw there are some modes for me.
Yes, there are modes for you, and there's lots of destructibles and jumps in the arenas designed for that kind of gameplay. But we also have the ability for players to maybe make new friends, or just maybe not friends, but other people who'd like what they like, right?
Maybe some enemies.
Well, we've got car meets. So you can pull up into a car meet, and in a car meet, other online players' cars are there with all the cool paint jobs that they've created.
Like a classic car show almost.
Yeah, but it's any number of cars. I mean, it could be the supercars like the one behind me, like the Huracan, or it can be a 1963 Volkswagen Beetle painted like, you know, everybody's favorite Disney car. It could be a 1959 Mercury, it's lowered to the ground and slammed with flames on it. I mean, we have such a huge and diverse car list and so many tools for customization that I can't wait to see what people are going to be pulling up into car meets with. And if you see something you like at a car meet, you could just download that same design or get that same car.
Can you talk to people when you're in the car meet via the headset?
Yep, you can chat. So you pull up into a car meet and you guys could just be talking about cars, you know. And or you can leave and go do your own thing, or you can say, hey, you want to race? And it doesn't matter what you bring to the table, you can race. So if I pull up in my 63 Beetle, I can challenge a guy in this Lamborghini Huracan, and we're going to race. I get a really big head start based on the performance difference in our cars, but it could be a really wild finish. And that's just one of the fun things you can do from a car meet.
Yeah. Are there also some campers in there?
Like a camper van? Yes. Well, you might have seen when we have announced our over 200 cars that ship with the game. One of them is the very, very, very sought-after 23-window 1963 Vw Transporter Deluxe. It's got 23 windows, curved ones in the back. I can't wait to see what kind of paint jobs we're going to get with that one, too. Yeah. It's going to be awesome.
I'm going to look for those at the car meets for sure.
Yeah.
So what blew me away is I never, ever get in the cockpit. Never. I can't drive like that. I did with this, and that rear view mirror, amazing.
Well, and did you drive in the rain? It's because now you have windshield wipers that work, too.
I didn't see those. Yeah. The mirror. I was just like, I can actually see what's happening behind me as I drive forward. This is amazing.
Yeah, we put a lot of effort. Not a lot of our players spend a great deal of their time in cockpit view.
I think a lot of people do, no.
But the ones who do love it. And it's also one of the great ways to show off the amount of detail and obsessive detail we put into all of our cars. Because every single interior is modeled to authenticity. We've got all the working lights, dials, and now with rain, we got windshield wipers.
I think you sold me on cockpit view completely.
It's awesome. It's fun. I like to drive that way. It depends, though. Sometimes you're bombing through a field, like a vineyard, and you're in a cockpit. Maybe it's best to pop out and get in chase camera just so you can see a little bit more what's going on around you. But it's also pretty terrifying to drive through the trees at night in the rain with cockpit view.
So you said there's a lot of elements of the old Forza games. What are some elements that are new to Horizon 2?
Well, like I mentioned, weather is something you've seen in other racing games. We've never had rain in Forza before, so that's new. I think two of the biggest things that are new is total freedom. This is a truly open world. We've taken out guardrails except where you'd expect to find them in real life. So you don't have to stay to the roads, and that's a big part of the fun of this game is the freedom to explore. You can go anywhere. And the other thing is just how connected the game is. Your game is full of real people, whether you're playing by yourself or not. And that leads to all kinds of emergent fun that we don't really plan for. Like you see another drivatar coming in the world, especially if it's a friend of yours, you're oddly compelled to go do something with him, right? You're either going to ram him or you're going to try to challenge him to a race. You challenge him to a race. What's really cool is you're both starting from the same point, and you're given a random waypoint, and you see a route that shows you how to get there, but you have no idea how he's going to get there. He's not going to follow that route, most likely, and neither are you, or maybe you are and he's not. It's always a nail-biter, actually. It's pretty fun.
I have to ask you, which is your favorite car to play with?
Well, since I do own a very old Volkswagen Beetle, it's a 1960 Beetle, I'm really always partial to the old VW Beetle. But, you know, you get in a Lamborghini Huracan, or you get in the new Rally Fighter, which is one of our cool extreme off-road vehicles in the game. Those are really fun to bomb around this world with. So that's probably my new current favorite is probably the Locomotors Rally Fighter.
So are you a car buff in real life as well?
Yeah, I've always been a car. I used to play with Hot Wheels when I was a kid, and I have a few cars at home that I keep because they're sentimental, and they still run. So I think a lot of us at Turn 10 and Playground are car guys at heart. We all love cars, and we want other people to love cars. That's why we make these games.
The best people to make car games are people who are into cars.
I would think so, yeah.
Thank you so much.
You bet. It's nice talking to you.